Right. So as a reminder, if you could just stay muted throughout the presentation, Nick will be checking the chat. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and throw them in there and he will let me know. And I am also recording this. If you need the recording, you can put your email in the chat and I would be happy to send it over, or else you can always just come back to this Teams and find it in the chat. Okay, so today our goal is to enable you to better leverage the power of the Coldwell Banker tools and utilize what we provide for you to design that are designed to grow your business. If you need further assistance or have any follow-up questions once we're done, you may be more suited to a one-on-one with your local field marketing specialist or your sales support staff. We are all well-versed in the program and would be able to help you. And if those people are not available or you just have a real quick question, you also can take advantage of the next available appointment system. Those are those 20-minute quick phone calls with any of our available field marketing specialists throughout the country. So keep that in mind. Our agenda today, we're just going to go over some basics about what the program is, how do you use it, and then I'm going to show you a live demo on a couple of things, and then we'll go over any questions you might have. So this is our brand new product we are calling Marketing Center. It's a one-stop shop for all of your professional and personalized marketing materials. Everything is on brand and you don't have to worry about, making something that Coldwell Banker might not be too happy about you putting out there. It is available in Desk. So this program is designed to be a hands-on and user-friendly experience. It's all template-based and it allows you to design and create multiple types of marketing pieces, all while staying on brand. You don't have to worry about colors or fonts or logos. It's all built into the system. It's accessible for anyone, even if you don't feel like you have a strong background in design. And you can get this product. It really gives you an opportunity to create more personalized versions of the available marketing assets. So we're going to give you some templates, and in most of them, some of them you can customize some stuff to make it your own. So we host a variety of different marketing materials, such as property marketing assets, agent promotion assets, like for your awards and recognition. And in addition to that, we also include all the assets around the brand campaigns. So the things like St. Jude, our CB quotables, the Dream campaign, and a lot more. You can also find any of our brand logos. So if you're out there looking for a Coldwell Banker logo, a Global Luxury logo, or any stock photography, all those will be hosted within this product. Also, you get to modify your marketing templates for things like social media assets, flyers that can be printed or emailed or shared, postcards that can be sent out and printed through Express Docs, and also brochures. They're all super easy to customize while maintaining our brand identity standards and local compliance. So once again, it's very user friendly, and it's a really robust product that allows you to do a lot. So you're going to get a lot of information today. Hopefully some of it settles in, but if not, you can always meet with your field marketing specialist to really dive into the product. So if you remember, we had that product called BrandServe before. It was a little bit clunky, to say the least. It wasn't BrandServe. A lot of people did not know what that meant. So we have replaced it with Marketing Center, and BrandServe is now gone. If you were somebody that used BrandServe, some of the things that you found in there, most of the things you found in there are already in Marketing Center. So things like stock imagery, all the templates, et cetera, they've all been moved over to the Marketing Center. And also we've added more things like flyers and social media things that you can print If you remember the In Touch Marketing Center, where you could find different flyers on our programs like Real Vitalize and Real Sure. I think we got rid of Real Sure, so I shouldn't have even said that one. But those kinds of things you can find in here and are able to print right from your office printer or home printer. And then last but not least, just like every other application that you have access to in Coldwell Banker Marketing, it will be accessible through the tile on My CB Desk. So you just go into My CB Desk, locate the tile, open it up. Very first time it's going to have you agree to some terms, and then you get to go out there and design your templates. Once you've designed and you're ready, you download it, you can print it, you can publish it to the web or social media account. And it's really, really simple once you get the hang of it. But like I said, we have a lot to go through. So I'm just going to kind of breeze on through here. But before we do the demo, I wanted to talk about some of the key benefits of Marketing Center in comparison to what we had with BrandServe and also with Moxie Impress, if you have any experience with that. So as you can see, we have a side-by-side chart which shows some of the key comparisons. I know it's kind of small, but I can send out this graphic if you're really interested. So Marketing Center has enhanced template customization capabilities. You have expanded types and options for marketing assets. Like I mentioned, beyond just the basic social media assets. Like I said, we have those print assets and brochures and postcards, all sorts of things in here. So we've really built on what marketing materials you have options to create. Let's see, for those of you who place orders via Design Concierge, your personal branded items, like things like your postcards, brochures, business cards, logos, all those types of things, those can be loaded into Marketing Center on your behalf. And then that is very convenient when you have your own personal brand and you're working with a design that you can import those pieces right from here. So don't forget to ask Design Concierge to add them to your Marketing Center account. We also have enhanced features that include direct social sharing to primary social media websites like your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, which all really simplifies the process of sharing to your socials. And then last thing is we have a handful of editing enhancements. So one of the improvements over BrandServe is you actually see live previews as you make the changes. We have special character compatibility. So if you have another language that you utilize in your marketing, or maybe your name in another language, you can use those in Marketing Center. That's a really cool piece. Everything is also auto-saved, so you don't have to worry about clicking the save button or if you walk away losing your progress. Everything saves as you go. And then you do have the ability to incorporate your logos, like I said, even if it's not a Design Concierge logo, you can upload this and then add those to the templates that you can. As of right now, not all of them have been added into Marketing Center, but the marketing team is adding more and more templates over time. So each time you log in, you'll be able to see more templates and more for that space to add in your own logo if you do have one. There's so much more to it. And as I go through the demo, you will see a lot more of the benefits, a lot more of neat features that are available, but these are the primary ones that we just wanted to go over first. Before I jump into the live demo, does anybody have any questions so far? Is there anything in the chat, Nick?
Nothing in the chat so far.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to share my screen a different way here. All right, so once you come into Desk, we will find the Marketing Center tile. I have mine front and center, but yours might be hidden. You have a few different ways to find it. Right here on the top right hand above your tiles, there is Find an App. If you click that and just type in marketing, it's going to bring up everything that has marketing in the name. So that one's a little vague. Let's do Marketing Center. Okay, that gave us a couple less choices. You can go ahead and add it here. If you're not seeing it, go ahead and click on this Add App up here in the top right-hand corner. That's going to show you all of the tiles that you have access to that are not currently on your default dashboard. So they are listed in alphabetical order. All you would do is go down to the place where the Marketing Center tile is, select it and click Add. I don't need to do that since mine's already on the home page, but those are a couple different ways to find it. If you're still not being able to locate it, you probably need to submit a ticket, so you can get with your local staff to help you with that if you're not sure how to submit a ticket. So I'm going to get logged in here. Okay, so the first time you log in, it's going to look a little bit different for you than it does for me right now. As you see, you come to the dashboard that shows your recent projects. If you've never been in here and worked on anything, your recent projects will be blank. As you start working on things, you will start seeing them in the section. Another area we want to cover is the starred up here. So if you do have a template that you work with quite often, you may want to star it and then you can find it quickly through your dashboard here. So if we go back to any of these, let's see, we'll do the National Awards Social Media Images. If I click on that one, well, let's just gonna open that. Right here. We're going to say add to starred. It's going to tell me it's added to my starred. We're going to click over and there it is. So next time you need to access that template, you can quickly find it in that area. The other option up here is popular. So if you're wondering what other people within the company are working on, these are going to be the top templates that are currently being utilized the most. So maybe you'll find one really quickly that you also might need, like maybe these 2023 holiday social images. Let's go ahead. I'm going to add that to my start because I know I'm going to need that one here pretty soon. So that's going to add to my starred templates as well. Moving down the left-hand side of our menu over here, we're going to start with My Projects. So My Projects is where anything you've ever worked on or are working on is going to be housed. You can create folders within your My Projects. So if you want to create folders, let's say based on, for mine as an admin, it might be agent awards, social media pieces. For you, it might be property templates, property brochure templates. You can pop all of those property brochure templates into that folder for ease of use. To create a folder, all you do is right-click anywhere on the page and you can create that new folder here. You can also come up here to New Project and there is an option to add folders here as well. So let's say agent templates. Once you get your folder created, it'll take a second here. I'll just show you on these training. You can drag and drop. So here, oh, here it comes. I can drag this one and I'm going to move it over to the agent templates folder. From there, it will live there for the rest of its time. It's just being a little bit slow right now. That's not a problem. One thing we can also do is, oh, there it goes. I'm going to open this folder now by double clicking on it. You'll see there's this share button down here. If you click on share, you can share this template with anybody that you need to have access to it. So if you have a team or if you're an office staff and you've made something for an agent, you can send it to them this way. They do have to have an email address within the Coldwell Banker frame, so you can't send it to somebody's outside email. So just keep that in mind. You have some options when you do send it. So if you click down here, if you want them to be able to edit and also share to other people, you would select this one. If you just want them to have access to edit it, you would click the edit. If you just want to share what it looks like and get comments from that person, you can select comment. And if you just want them to view it only, you would select view. So make sure you're selecting the right one when you are sharing a template. You can create a custom message, and then once you fill all that in, you would just click share, and it will tell you down here under collaborators who all has access to this template. Back to my projects. One word of advice is don't go through and delete things unless you are 100% sure you're never ever going to need that piece again. It is very, very hard, if not impossible, to get things back once they have been deleted. So what we suggest doing instead is maybe creating a folder that you call trash or archive, something of that sort, and moving any projects that you're done with into that folder instead of deleting altogether. That way, something comes up and you need that project back, you do have access to it. Because as you can see, as you work on more and more projects, this dashboard here is going to get quite full. So that's where the folders come into place. Okay, any questions on the My Projects piece right here? Okay. Next, along this side, we are going to click on My Images. As you see, it kind of collapsed a little bit. So if you need to see what these images mean, if you click on the three little lines up here on the left, it will expand out that menu again for you. So keep that in mind if you get a little bit frustrated when that goes away. Okay, so under images, this is going to show any image that you yourself have uploaded. So if you're making a piece with homes for dogs and you upload this cute little doggy here, it's going to live here. To add your own images, you just click on add, and it's going to ask you what you're going to add. So do you want to add a single image? A brand? I don't believe you're able to add brand images as an agent. A whole folder of images, if you just want to create a folder to keep those images in, or if you want to upload pages from a PDF. So you have a few choices here. If you click images, it's going to give you an upload box. You just find the image you do want to upload, double click on it, and it will add that to your library for you. The next important piece is this shared with me right here. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse or expand this selection. This is where all of your Coldwell Banker images are going to live. So the 2023 National Awards are here. It's going to select all of those anywhere logos, award logos in JPEG and PNG. So if you were out there looking for your award logo, this is exactly where you would find it. Let's say you were International Diamond Society last year. Congratulations, you want to add this to your website. You would just click on these three little dots here. Say download image. It's going to open it in the full resolution for you. Just right click on it and say save image as, and you're going to have access to that image from wherever you save it on your computer. Moving down there, like as you can see here, there's a lot of options in here. We've got all the disclaimers that you might need, dream campaign images, global luxury. This is going to be the stock photography that you have access to. So I just suggest clicking through all of these. You have full access to any of these images here for your use. So that is the shared with me option. This is where you're going to find all those images. Specifically logos. I have so many people asking me where to find the logo. This is exactly where you would find it. Okay, so That is our My Projects and My Images. Any questions before I move on to the next big part of our presentation here? No? Okay. We are going to move on to the big fun part of Marketing Center, which are the templates. So the templates are all of the pieces that Coldwell Banker has pre-made for us to use in your marketing. Lots and lots of options. First, we're going to start with the brand templates tile up here. Any one that you find, you can star just like we did in the My Images and My Projects portion. So click on the 3 dots, add to star, and it's going to live here in your starred options here. You can also see the popular templates again. The shared with me up here is going to be anything that have been uploaded from Design Concierge. So any of your pieces from Design Concierge that you have them add to your account will be in this shared with me tile at the top. You're not going to have anything in personal templates. So we're just going to go back to brand templates for now. Get rid of that. Okay, so if you are looking for something specific, you'll see these filter words over here on the left-hand side. So you can move through them. Right now, we're just seeing the featured. So if you we're looking for a social media piece, you could click on social media or social, I'm sorry. And moving down, let's see, you wanted to do a property promotion on social media. It's going to filter out down to what you are looking for specifically. So you can add as many of these boxes as you want, and it will just keep filtering down and down and down. So let's say down here, you want to make sure you only get single agent templates, not the team templates. And that's what you would select. As you can see, there's lots and lots of categories that you can click through to find the template that you are looking for. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to take this listing updates, social image with listing and agent info. I'm going to click on it. It's going to show me all of the templates I have available in this template. I said template a lot of times, but if you scroll through here and see one that you do want to use, so you like the white background maybe on this one or the blue, you would just click the one that you want to use and say use template. It's going to give you an option to resave it. So we're going to say Marketing Center class. And then also you can put it in a folder. So I'm going to put it in the training folder. And then we're going to create the document. All of your projects are going to open in separate tabs. So if you need to click back, you can easily do that. You don't have to click the back button. You can just work on your projects as you go. We always get these awesome little quotes while they are pulling up our template for us. I like reading those. And then here you'll see we have the template. Mine has this red bar here. Yours should not have that. Mine only has that because I am not an agent and I do not have an MLS number associated with my name. So it's telling me that there's an issue. Yours should not do that. And if you do see that as an agent, please let your marketing specialist know. Okay, so here is the template we chose. We're going to find the one we wanted. So we're going to go with this one at the bottom here. Anything in yellow can be customized or changed. If this little lock button here is red, that means nothing can be changed and it is as it is. You're just able to download it. If there are yellow sections, that means we can go ahead and make our changes. So the cool thing down here, if you click in this box, you see it creates, it highlights everything for you. Over here on the left-hand side, did you see that it pulled up listings? Mine is showing all listings in the whole country. Yours will show your listings exclusively. So I'm just going to say, we're going to find a listing in El Dorado Hills. This might take a second because there's a lot of listings in here. But for you, you would just pick the listing that you are working on that is your own. And I will show you how to plop it right into this template. Oh, we're not going to get anything great. Maybe just El Dorado Hills. I know we have listings here. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pick this 5247 Dagus Way. So let's say that's the property I am working on today. Once you select it, you click Apply to Shape. And down here, you'll see it automatically filled in all the information that it's pulling in from MetroList. Up here in the box, or the photo box, we're going to do the same thing. So we did, I came to property listings down here at the bottom. I'm going to select this 5247 Dagus Way and click Apply to Shape. And it's going to pull in all the photos from MetroList. So if you wanted to change the photo, it is selecting just the very first photo that comes up. But let's say you wanted to feature a different one. All you need to do is select the photo, click and drag it into the space that you want it in. Down here, yours should automatically populate, but since I'm working with for an agent, I have to pull the information in. But so this is Pat Seide's listing. I just went ahead and pulled her information in here. All of these little spaces, it's going to pull in that information from that listing. Isn't that kind of cool? It is not pulling in the listing number. It's so tiny. I'm sorry, guys. Let me make it bigger. So if anything is missing or you do want to change anything, like let's see, it pulled her cell phone number in twice. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete one of those. Her license number, I don't know what it is, but we'll just pretend we know. Your logo will also already be there depending on your brokerage. So whether you're Coldwell Banker Realty or a franchise, it will already be there. That is built into your profile. This little section here, that is if you have your own logo. So if you go to my images over here, and I do happen to have Pat Seide's logo, so I'm just going to drag it and drop it into that box. Oh, it says it can't be added to that page. So I'm going to delete it. Not really sure why that did not upload. Excuse me. All right, so then we're going to forget about that. We can add the headline. So we'll say Serrano Country Club Living, or however you are, whatever you're doing to your headline. You get to decide what that says. Down here, if you're not having an open house, or if you have any other additional information that you want to add, you would just take out this information here by deleting, and you can add anything you want here. So gorgeous views in El Dorado Hills, exclusive Serrano Country Club. However you would want, whatever you would want to say in there. Once you have it all done, let me check my list, make sure we're doing everything right. Yep. If you are working on a template that you are going to have printed. So let's say it's a brochure or a flyer, and the images that are pulling in from MLS are not quite high enough resolution. You can upload your high resolution images yourself just by doing the same thing I did over here, going to My Images and doing this upload image. And then you can find your images to upload. So just keep that in mind. If you are getting things printed, make sure that your resolution is high enough so that your images are not blurry when they are printed. Let's see. If you wanted to share this with somebody else to help you work on it, you could click this button up here. This is the collaborate button, and it's going to give you that option to share this template with somebody to help you collaborate on it. You're going to have those same options. Let's say I just wanted to send this to Pat to go over it, so she can leave me any comments on it. I would just select comment, write my message in, and click share. She'll get an email that says Heather has sent you a file through Marketing Center, and she will be able to come in and leave comments on it. And then I would be able to see her comments down here. You see this little box down here? Her comments would show here. I can also add comments, and we can collaborate back and forth within this system. Once we have it exactly like we want it and we're ready to go ahead and download it, there is this little download button. If you click on that, it's going to give you the options of what you want to, what format you want to download in. So I'm going to say we want this as a JPEG. This is just going to go on a social media piece. Since there are 10 different templates in this, we do not want to download all of them. So I'm going to go to the one we updated. That's this one. And I'm just going to say current page because that's the only one I want. I'm going to keep it as 300 DPI. I would just keep color as none. This is, unless you're super into color scheming, just have them embed the color profile for you. And then if it is a piece that will be printed through Express Docs or somewhere else of your choice, you will have the option to add in crop and bleed marks for the printer. We're going to hit next. It's going to ask you if you want it to check for you for print. We don't need to do that. This is social media. And I'm just going to click download. It's going to download directly into my download center, where I can then open it and share it anywhere that you want to share it. There's also this nifty little share button here. So if you click on this, you have the option to share directly to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Buffer, your personal Instagram, or a business Instagram. So when you click on one of these, it's going to have you log in and it will set up the post for you. You still have to post it, but it will set it up for you. You're also able to embed in an email from here, publish on the web from here, and get the embed code to put on your website. So a lot of share options within this system. If I go back down here, let's say I missed one thing. If you choose an image, so I'm going to go back and choose this image. I'm going to go back and say choose this image. No, it doesn't want to do it for me. There we go. And maybe the photographer got too much of the neighbor's house in there, or you want to, crop out something. You can do that within the system, where within BrandServe, it kind of uploaded as it was, or it was kind of really clunky to do any kind of cropping. So all you do is do crop and mask, and it's going to give you the ability to crop the photo just like you want it. So you can move things around. Once you have it where you want it, you just click enter and it's going to plop it in for you. I don't know why that expanded that way. There we go. So you do have the option to crop in here. Okay. As you can see, it's saving automatically as I go. So I'm not worried about it. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to come back to the projects tab here, and I want to now do a flyer. Some of our templates, oh, that's a blank project. I don't want to do a blank one. I'm going to go templates, flyer, and I want a property flyer. So as you'll see, some of them have this header image as the main image. So we're going to go ahead and select one of these so I can explain to you how these work. I'm just going to do the national listing flyer. This one is one-sided. There's also a double-sided one, but I'm going to use this template, put it in training, and we'll say listing flyer test. Take a drink while we're waiting for this to load. Okay, so these look a little weird, right? You don't have anything to choose from right from this page. So what we're going to do is if you see here, it kind of tells you what to do. We're going to click on the new page. We're going to select the front and back to customize. I think these are only one-sided. And then once we do that, we're going to delete this page. So it's just giving us the option to create our template from the new page option. So anything with that blue cover page, just know there are other templates within that you get to choose from. So let's go ahead and we're going to select this as our template. Here it comes. Now we're going to do the same thing we did last time where we're going to import that property listing. This should pull up yours. If anybody on is a sales administrator or an office staff, you should have access to your whole office's listings. So if you do need help with an office, a flyer such as this, you can ask your SSA to help you put one of these together. They do have access to your listings. So let's use Dally Court this time, and we're going to apply to the shape. And it's going to pull in the images from that MLS listing. If we click up here in this section until it's highlighted yellow, let me make it a little bit bigger here. Click on the listing, apply to shape. It's going to pull in the information for us. The custom headline, this is the one, you would have to pull this information in. So, or not pull it in, my mistake. This is where you would type it in yourself. So we put Toronto Country Club Living. For images, click on the image you want to change, drag and drop. Oh, that just added it right in there, didn't it? Okay, we're gonna swap it out. Looks like you have to do each individual image here. So it's a lot of applying to shape. Now we can go through and select which ones we want to change. If you're having issues, did you see I click on the little lock box here, and then it'll allow me to replace it with a different image. Maybe we want one. Where are the kitchen images on this one? I always love a good kitchen picture. There we go. This one where it says long description, this is what the marketing copy from MLS is going to pull in. As you'll see, it is giving me a little plus sign down here. That means it's more than the box is letting me put in. So I'm going to click that little lock box, and that's going to allow me to pull it up a little bit, pull it down a little bit, and make it so that the text fits within this box. Now that it fits, we're going to have to be designers and move this stuff around. So click and drag. There's lots and lots of, the guide marks for you to know that you're in the center or right where you're supposed to be. The If you feel like that's a little too squished, you can always take it out. You just hit delete, it will delete the whole box for you. If you do end up doing something that you are like, what did I just do? I need to go back. No problem. There is this go back undo button. You would just click that. It's going to undo the last few things that you had done. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and add our agent information. So Pat's going to go first. And then she does have a co-agent on this one. So here comes Nicolette. I don't really love the way her picture pulled in, so I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to hit this crop button. That's going to let me make it bigger, center it right where I want it to be, hit enter. Beautiful. Isn't she just gorgeous? Okay. Now you'll see anything it pulled in. If it's missing anything, that's where we go in and fix it. We're going to take out the office phone number. If you know the agent and know that they want it on there, go ahead and have it added. Nicolette is also a sales associate. The logo, I wonder if that'll pull it from here. There we go. Drag and drop, you can make it bigger. Down here it just says website.com, so we are going to say Coldwell Banker globalluxury.com. Double click that little button here. Oh, size failed. It's going to tell you everything you're doing wrong, and I love it because then I know how to fix it. All right. I'm not going to fill in their license numbers just because I don't want to, but make sure you put yours in there. Now we have this great flyer that's ready to be printed. So we are going to either order prints. You can send, oh, I forgot to take out that last page. Let's go back to the editor. If you click here on pages on the top of the left-hand side bar here, you'll see all the pages in the document. If you just right click on it, you can go ahead and delete that page. Super easy peasy. Let's say you wanted to create another one. So maybe, Pat has a couple different properties she's working on. You can click, you can add one and create your own. Or you can click new page and select another template to use. Then you could do the same thing. Just go through, add from your property listings, and you can download them all at the same time. So once you're done, I'm going to delete that one because I don't want it, but just know you can add multiple pages to the flyers. You have the same options up here, collaborate. If you click this one, you can preview how it's going to look when it's all done. That just gives you a nice little viewing of how your project will look. Oops. Get back, click on editor. The download button, that's going to give us our options, whether we want to download it as a PDF to print in the office, or you can download as a PNG, as a JPEG, all different kinds of options here. So you could do a couple different ones, maybe download it as a PDF and print it out, hand it out, put it in the flyer box, whatever it is that you want to do with that flyer. You can also do it as a JPEG and maybe add it to your website or your social media account. And you have just, set up the thing for a couple different places. Let me see. We went all through that. Alrighty, that is basically it for me. Does anybody have questions about what we can or can't do in here, or any specific projects?
Hi, Heather, this is Nick. I answered some of the questions in the chat, but maybe just for clarification, Ron wanted to know about adding other information from a listing that's not theirs. So your recommendation would be reaching out to the staff?
Yeah, so you could either go to the staff and have them create it for you with your information to share it, and then share it with you. You can also type things in and pull things in on your own, just from MLS. So let's say these are all editable. So you can come in here and say, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, upload your own images. So that's kind of the long way to do it. I would personally just reach out to your SSA and ask them to create a flyer for you. Or social media, whatever it is that you're looking to make.
All right, thank you.
Anything else?
And then Jeff just asked about, so right-clicking is more specific to Windows, and they were wondering if Mac always also has those options for when you right-click. I believe they do.
I believe they do. I know right-clicking is a bit challenging on a Mac, but if you know how to do it, or you have a mouse, it should work the same way. You'll have these. I can get that in clarification, though. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I will write that down and ask that and get back to you. Who was it that asked that question?
Jeff, I believe.
Oh, hey, hi. Yeah, this is Jeff. Just, is it, I think you did mention, like, for folders, you could either go to the menu and find it another way through folders. Every time you say right click, is there always a menu option as well?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. That'll work.
Yeah, there's these new project.
Okay.
We can find it from there.
Can I ask another quick one if no one else is in line there? Just, is there a place I can go to learn about selections for various outputs, JPEG and all the other ones, and to make sure I have high res and everything? Is that something I can find in learning somewhere?
That's a great question.
Thanks.
Let me see. Oh, that's awesome. Nick, do you know about the download options?
So as far as download, I know most places will ask if they want it PNG or JPEG if you're trying to put it somewhere. I know also if you upload something low quality, it will notify you that it's maybe low res, or you'll notice it, right? Either way. But I think typically PNG and JPEG are pretty interchangeable. And then
Yeah.
if you're using the print DPI, you're going to get the best resolution. The only thing you might find is it's a little too big sometimes, and that's when you'd want to switch down to Retina or screen.
Okay. Let's see.
So yeah, and if you click those question marks there, yeah, it kind of explains. And someone asked about that as well, and I gave them kind of that answer.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, each little thing has, you know, these little question marks here if you need additional information. But like Nick said, the PNG and the JPEG are typically interchangeable. I know for me, if I'm making something that does not have a background, so it's like transparent background, that has to be a PNG. A JPEG can't do that. But if you're doing a flyer and that sort of thing, that wouldn't matter necessarily.
And
Any
I
other
believe,
questions?
oh yeah, and I believe there was an option for format for PNG without
Yes,
background,
with
with
transparent background.
transparent, yeah.
Yep. Lots and lots of options, like I said. I know this was just kind of a rush through brief overview. You're not going to break anything, so I just suggest getting in there. You know, you can actually create your own templates. So if you create a blank page here, all the options on the left-hand side, you can add in shapes, you know, change what they are, change the color. If you wanted to create your own type of flyer, let's see, under my images, if you go to, just as a quick, where did it go? Oh, if you go to stock images, you can search through Unsplash. If you're not sure what Unsplash is, that is a photo downloading platform that you can use the photos there for free. So if you were creating your own flyer, let's say we wanted to see pictures of homes, it's going to pull up all these different images that are free for you to use. So if you're doing, you know, a flyer on basically anything, if it's not a listing of your own, you can use these images. Just remember, don't use these on a listing if it is not in fact part of that listing, but you do have that option when you are creating your own type of flyer or image.
How did you get that blank template?
Okay, so blank template. On this one, I was already on a flyer, so I just said, if you go to pages, I just click this plus sign here and it will just add a blank page for me.
Huh.
Over here, I'm just gonna, you can delete them out if you did that on accident. And then I did that earlier. If you're back on the home page under my projects, there is a blank project template here for you. So you could add that as a start. Maybe if that's something you're going to be working on often, you can add that and build out your own templates.
Under my projects, there's a blank template.
Yep, there's a blank project
My
template.
projects. I'm not finding that.
Okay, let me see.
My projects.
Maybe it's under templates, I'm sorry. Maybe I made one myself. A lot of things open in blank project. Yeah, I think I just saved that myself. So I created, you know, I deleted everything out and added a blank page and then saved it as a blank project.
Okay.
You
And
can
it
also
looks
change
like,
the size of it over here. So if you wanted to, you know, this is a letter size, but there's different sizes.
looks like Kevin has their hand raised.
Yeah, Kevin, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to navigate to the like a real vitalized flyer. I found the postcard, but I can't seem to find the flyer out here.
The flyer. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna close out some of these. I believe they're in the national agent flyers. So let's open that
Okay,
one.
so
and
there's those
see.
in those in kind of those header templates, there
Yeah.
are multiple flyers underneath there per se. Okay, that's good to know.
Yes. I do believe it is under this one. So let's see. So once you
Okay.
open it, if you click new page, yep, here's where you're going to find it. There's Relo, Real Vitalize. Here's the Real Vitalize flyer. And then you can put in your own URL and all your own information here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else before we finish up? I hope you're all as excited about this product as we are. As you can see, it's a lot of fun to get in there and be creative. Also, there's so much in there that if you're scared of being creative or if it's not really your thing, it's already there for you. You just got to plug and play a little bit. So keep this in your toolbox. And if you have any questions on it, make sure to reach out to your field marketing specialist. And we would be happy to help. What was that?
I'm trying to create that blank page that you told me to.
Okay.
Or showed me how, and I don't have the option for that. I click on that plus button, and then a drop down appears to select existing templates as a page.
Nick, do you know if that's an admin thing?
It might be that maybe agents might not have the capabilities of just having a blank one. But I think we'd very easily be able to share with you, or your staff would be able to share a blank one with you. That would probably be able to be edited.
Yeah. Just do edit. I wasn't aware that it's an admin thing, but it might be.
Okay.
So that's another question I'm going to ask because I don't know the 100% answer to that.
Okay.
Are you able to create, or if you just go into a flyer and you're able to save, are you able to add a blank page?
No, that's when the way that you showed me. I'm clicking on that plus button,
Uh-huh.
and it gives me a drop down of templates.
Oh, I see.
Like,
So it's just giving you
yes, that
these.
exactly. Not in blank's not an option.
Do you have this, and that's you clicking on the plus button down here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
tried
that
clicking
might
new
be it.
page.
That might be an admin capability,
Okay.
but I am going to ask. Alrighty, anybody else? I know this is a long training, so thanks for sticking with me. And I hope you all have a great day and get out there and make some custom pieces to share. Were you answering something, Nick?
Yeah, I was just answering someone's question in the chat.
Oh,
Just for
do you want me to
clarification.
show them again where that was?
Sure, yeah. If they're still on, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And then I think Jeff, his hand is raised, but I think he already asked his question. So
Okay.
unless he's waiting, he can.
You can jump back in if you'd
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I'm good. Thank you very much. Great job.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so to use Unsplash Images, if it is a template that you're able to add images to, all you do under the list over here on the left is go to Stock Images, and then it's going to give you a little drop down. So there's an icon finder if you are just wanting to find a little icon to use, or you can do that drop down and select Unsplash, and then you would just be able to type in your search criteria there. And it will bring up all those photos for you. And then once you do select a photo, it will add it to your image library. You can come back and use it again very easily.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, everybody, thank you so much again for joining me, and the recording for this will be in the chat if you want to follow back up. Also, we do offer this class multiple times a week if you want to jump back in and just go over it again. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Heather. Have a good one.
Thank you, Nick.